Hi, I'm Swan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to work 3 different add-ons, and I will tell you a few ways that you can make a lot of gold off the release of the next WoW expansion, the Mists of Pandaria. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to use the add-on Postal. This add-on will help you save a lot of time and a lot of clicking when you want to take items out of the mailbox, and it will also allow you to see how much gold you've collected from your mail and while you were at your mailbox, so you can total all the gold you made from auctions really easily. It's good for that. So here I'm going to show you how it works. There's an open all button at the bottom that will basically take everything from the last page of your mailbox and it will start automatically emptying it into your backpack. Then you have different options. You have these check options, so we're going to check a few different things, and we're going to open the checked boxes so that those items become in our bag. We're going to go ahead and open the checked boxes, so it'll take from only those checked boxes, and it will automatically grab them and throw them in your bags. Now that we have those items in our bag, take note down here, it shows you 1500 gold. Now that was just gold I sent myself so I could show you guys this, the add-ons function. The next thing I want to show you is called Titan Panel. It's great for leveling as well as making gold. Now the reason it's good for making gold is 2 things. Simply at the top it quickly tells you how many bag slots you have open. And then the main good point that it does is here it will tell you your starting gold, your gold earned for the session, as well as your gold on all your other characters, so you don't have to log between them to see who has all your gold if you need to buy something on an alt. Now, what you do, see, it shows you that I earned 1500 gold this session, so that was from the auction house. This is particularly good if you're out farming. What you're going to do is get to your farming spot, click reset current session. Now you hover over here, see that you've earned 0 gold this session, 0 per hour. Now if you're out farming, you can see how much coin you've exactly picked up that session, on top of any cloth or volatiles or eternals that you want to sell. A third add-on I'm going to show you is called Auctioneer. Now this is the best one. This is how you're going to make your money. Now it has a bunch of different functions. The main one is it gives you what it basically does is it data mines the auction house, and it's going to keep track of how much different items cost. Then it's going to quickly display on the side a percentage of those items cost compared to what they normally are on your auction house. This allows you to quickly be able to tell when someone's posting something a lot cheaper than they should be. That allows you to buy it quickly and repost it for more. Now it gives a number of other useful functions that this add-on does. Auctioneer gives you the ability to quickly buy items. So what you need to do is you need to hit configure, you need to go down to the easy buyout, you need to enable easy buyout, set the key you want. I would enable the easy cancel as well, so you can cancel auctions and the easy bid. You're just going to enable all those boxes. Now I'm going to hold shift and just right click to purchase all these abyss crystals. You can buy things a lot faster this way than if you were to just do it using the default UI and auction house system. Now I'm going to show you what items you want to sell now before their price plummets because of people dumping all their Cataclysm mats for the release of the new expansion. So the things you're going to want to sell now at this point in time are things like epic gems. So we're going to sell my epic gem, the Queen's Garnet. And this function is how you really save time posting auctions. So you've already seen how you can save time buying items. Now you're going to see how to save time selling items. So I'm going to search all these things. Endgame Cataclysm BOEs such as Dark Moon cards, Justice Point gear, Valor Point gear, that you're all going to want to sell now because in about a month's time it's going to be obsolete. So we're going to search both these different decks, and you're also going to want to sell the expensive enchanting mats because they'll be a lot cheaper as the release of the new expansion draws nearer and people start to dump all their Cataclysm materials. No one's going to need the end game super powerful enchants that require lots of heavenly shards and lots of Maelstrom crystals, so you're going to want to sell those now before the prices plummet. Now the reason I searched those decks was so that I can see quickly how much. It shows you here how much they're on for buyout, how much they're on for bid. Best thing to do is to run a scan of the auction house right before you post all your items so that this is up to date. If you just search a certain item, then the price is only going to be up to date for the items that you searched. So you don't need to go too low with the prices on these because you don't want to lose too much money, but also keep in mind that every day their value is dropping now. So you want to sell them now while you can get as much gold as possible for them. Things like the Dark Moon Fair cards, they'll go up in price once the fair hits and people can actually turn them in. So if you want to wait till then, the problem is there's another fair for a while and that's pretty close. So I'm going to sell my cards now. I just want rid of them before they're worthless. Now, I've got 6 Maelstrom crystals. I'm going to want to sell them in stacks of 1. And the easiest way to do is you set your stack size, you set how many of them you want to post. Maybe you don't want to post them all, you don't want to flood the market. So I'm going to post mine for 128 gold each. And it's just going to post them all one by one. Things like endgame leatherworking mats, materials for any BOEs you're going to want to sell them now before they become really useless and obsolete, and then their value drops a whole lot. Now things that you're going to want to buy, when you see people dumping obsidian ore, that's why I've got so much of it. People are already starting to sell it, its price is dropping, but when the new expansion release and people want to level pandas and they want to get them to max level, they're going to have to go through the Cataclysm materials part. So people are selling obsidian ores for, I've been paying about $1 each for them, and I've just been buying and stockpiling them because if you take a look at cobalt ore, which is the previous expansion's ore, their prices skyrocketed because there's no one actively out farming them. There's no bots farming cobalt ore, but there are bots farming current tiers ore. So those are the ones that you're going to want to buy when they're on sale, when they're really cheap. Elementium ore as well. Same thing goes for most mats. And then there's items that you're really going to want to look out for, like their difficult sections of levels to gain for a profession. So for example, Gold Thorn, when you're leveling alchemy, is needed in a solid 75 points of level gaining. There's ways around it obviously, but it's just the easiest way. It's used in mostly all of the different recipes for that level range. Now these are already expensive because they're hardly ever harvested and picked. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hang on to those, because if you think they're worth a lot now, Gold Thorns, there are none on the auction house now, but they typically sell for anywhere from 5 to 10 gold on my server. So if you think they sell for that much now, there's definitely going to be more people who want to level alchemy than want to level herbalism, and they're going to want their Gold Thorn, and they're going to want things like their thorium ore, iron bar, especially those low level mats. No one wants to go out and pick themselves a bunch of silver leaf and peace blooms when they first start off a new character and want to level at alchemy. They're just going to go and buy them. So those things that might be cheap now, a gold a piece, silver leaf prices will go up as people want to level alchemy, people want to level inscription. Things like bags. If you have different bags now, instead of selling them now, well, although they might be worth a lot, my server's pretty dead now, so there's not a lot of stuff on the auction house, but things like the end game herb bags now, the Cataclysm herb bags, the Cataclysm gem bags, the Cataclysm mining bags, you're going to want to sell those now, because the materials it requires to make them will drop a lot in price. So if you don't sell them now, their price is going to lower as well. Things you want to hang on to, though, are just bags that people can buy that aren't too expensive, a couple 100 gold, that they can buy to level their new tunes. I hope this gives you an idea of what you can buy and sell to make some money, and hopefully you keep following this blog and you keep learning new tips.